Hi guys, and welcome to MonteysStyle. Today we're doing taste. Today we're doing one of my favorite, crab cakes. They're light, they're for an appetizer or for a lunch and even for a dinner. This is great. So here are the ingredients, really simple. You need chunks of crab meat. You can actually go out and get the crab and pull it apart yourself, or you can go to your local supermarket and buy the fresh cans that they only sell for 2 weeks at a time, and then they have to dispose of them because they're not good anymore. They're about $27. I actually like to crack them open and pick out the fresh large meat myself. So you're going to need at least 2 pounds of this. And you're going to need fresh breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are really easy to make. All you need is a blender, any blender. You don't need a special blender. Put 2 slices of bread in and blend it. Very easy. And most people use white meat, but I am using whole grain. And you need lemon juice, you need garlic, you need Worcestershire sauce, you need cayenne pepper, you need Dijon mustard, your own seasoning, which I'm using Italian seasoning and with a little oregano and some garlic salt. And for the pan, you need butter and olive oil. And you need 2 spatulas and a frying pan. This is really easy because this meal is only going to be crab cakes with asparagus. A good lunch or a good dinner. Most people would serve it as a lunch or serve the crab cakes as an appetizer. So let's get started. It's really easy. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Worcestershire sauce in there. And throw that in there. We're gonna throw our garlic, which is 2 tablespoons of garlic and 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You have 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. You get that in there, which is great. You get your seasoning in there, which is 1 tablespoon. Another tablespoon of sea salt. You can mix that in nicely, just like that. Now you're gonna add your lemon juice. I have 2 tablespoons and 4 tablespoons. I'm gonna throw that in there. Throw that in there, just like that. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to start my pan. I'm going to put a quarter of a quarter of butter and some olive oil, which is 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to get my frying pan going at a medium flame, a little bit higher. Get that in there, because at this time, I need to get the breadcrumbs in. So I'm actually gonna put on my gloves now, which I meant to mention, you're gonna need some gloves. I don't think anybody should be using their bare hands to mix any kind of meat and then serve it to people. That's pretty gross, guys, because I don't know what's in between your fingernails and you don't know what's in between mine. So now I'm just gonna dump it to the side and we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. You need 2 slices. And you're gonna mix that in with your hands nicely. You're gonna squeeze it nice. You're gonna get some more breadcrumbs. And 2 slices is really just enough. Gonna mix that in there nicely. So I'm going to check on my frying pan. Look at that, they're doing good. Now, got that mixed in there really nice. And all you're going to do now is grab it and start making some cakes. Really easy. I like nice thick cakes. Squeeze it down some. Just like that. Look at that. Looks great, huh? And I'm going to put them right into the pan. Be careful because some of them will break apart. And remember, you want them to cook 4 minutes on each side. It's really easy and light. And be careful not to squeeze out all of the lemon juice. This is a hands-on meal. You have to make crab cakes and cook at the same time. These should be nice and light. And with the 2 to 4 pounds of meat that you use, it is to your discretion. So I'm already on, oops, broke one. I'm gonna try to fix it. You gotta be very careful because they're very sensitive. So now that I got that going, I'm going to slip off my gloves because I'm going to reuse them. I'm not going to let them get too far. Lay them right here, just like that. And I'm going to take this one off. It's really easy to get them off. So now I have about 2 minutes on a couple of these. So now you want to be very, very careful because they're very delicate. So I'm going to pick one up with 2 spatulas. And I'm just going to turn it over just like that. They might break apart, but that's fine too. That just means that I didn't leave it cooking there long enough. So now I'm going to turn them over because they had about 2 minutes on one side. But they're very delicate, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna try to scoop one up. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna turn it over. Yeah, that one's pretty nice. A little broken, but we can always fix that. So I like them very light. Other people would add egg into theirs to make them stick together. I don't want that. I want them to be really, really light. And you only want to cook them for 4 minutes each. So, I'm going to get the other one. You can use your fingers and turn them. There we go, that's a nice one. Okay, I'm just going to put it back together. I want them to be light. Turn that one over, that's perfect. Now I know I keep repeating this, but you should only use 4 minutes at a time. 4 minutes. They have nice golden brown. Here's my first one. Nice and light. I'm gonna turn this one again. Some of them you might have to turn over again because they broke apart and you want them to be solid. You can leave them on the other side for just a minute. But just remember, these are really delicate. Ooh, this is a hot one. That one's not done. So now I'm going to lift this one. Ooh, it's hot. Place that over there. Ooh. That's one plate. I'm gonna get another plate. And we're gonna flip this one again. It's too tender. We have another one. Look at that, it's great. I'm gonna get this one just a little bit more. Remember guys, they don't have to be perfect, but I really want them to be nice and brown on each side because they're so delicate. And I have some steamed asparagus inside of the microwave, which is really cool. So what you're gonna do, because I added the last 3 crab cakes inside of the pan, I made them a little smaller. And we're gonna just take our asparagus and put them here, just like that, nice and steamed. Try to give everybody at least 3 or 4, just like that. I made some spicy ranch dressing, and we're gonna put it right in the middle here. All right, they should be nice and flaky. Let's see. Look at that, nice. That's good. They're nice and light. Wow. Let's try some of that ranch sauce. That's excellent. Let's try some of the asparagus, some of the ranch sauce. That's delicious, guys. Wow. This is really, really good. And it's nice and flaky. It's cooked all the way through. I have to get some more of this homemade ranch sauce. Wow. Now, I actually did not come up with this recipe. I was in a restaurant years ago in Nyack, New York. It was a seafood place, and I ordered this crab cake, and it came out looking like this. But when I put my fork in it, it was so flaky, just like this. So I went back and I asked the chef, how do I make it? And he was like, this is really simple, and you can make this yourself. So These are really good. They're nice and flaky, they're light. I can taste the lemon. This is really good. And actually, you don't even need that ranch dressing. Wow, guys. I can't tell which one I like with or without. That's really good. Oh, I'm doing it again, huh? I'm just eating. I'm sorry, I'm a foodie. But, hey now, Samal now, you have just learned how to make crab cakes the fresh way and nice and flaky. Not with a lot of egg and flour or mashed up, and they're heavy. These are so light, and you have to be very careful when you're cooking them because they're very delicate. So, hit me up on MonteysStyle.me. Hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on my Instagram. You can hit me up on all sorts of stuff. So, hey now, Samal now. The next thing we will be doing is making a healthy potato lasagna. So I'll see you next time. Hey now, Samal now. This is MonteysStyle with homemade crab cakes. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.